This is the toughest interview ever. Candidates were dumbfounded when they first got the paper, because the paper was empty. Everyone was puzzled but didn't dare to say anything, because just now, the examiner announced 3 rules. No dirtying of the papers, no talking to the examiner or the security guard, don't leave the room until the exam is over. Violation of any of these rules will result in disqualification. There is only one question in this interview. There is also only one answer.
Any questions?
No one dared to make a sound, because he said no communication with the examiner. Then he started the countdown. The exam will last 80 minutes. When he finished, he turned around and left, looking at the empty paper. Everyone was confused. What was the question? It's not easy to get through a $5 million a year job. And then a brunette woman couldn't help herself. She thought she was writing a career report. As soon as she started writing, the security guard came over. Then she was dragged out. And it's hard to know what happened, because she broke rule number 1. She soiled the paper. When the others saw this, put down their pens. They didn't realize that writing was dirty. So how should they answer? They didn't have a clue, but Mike laughed. He said, the examiner only said 3 prohibitions. As long as you don't violate the 3 rules, you can do anything else, like getting up and standing up, or boxing here. It's true, the security guard didn't do anything. Seeing someone taking the lead, the other candidates gradually relaxed. They began to think why the paper was blank. A woman with long hair thought, maybe they need to use some special method for the words to show up, like light. The others agreed, because we can only take 1 step at a time. Now they had to find out what the problem was, so they started experimenting. They looked at the paper against a light source, but they didn't see any changes. Then it occurred to Jack, maybe we should use a special kind of light, like X-rays, ultraviolet light, infrared or something, but there's nothing in the room for that. But luckily, there were a lot of people and a lot of ideas, while the others were at a loss. The blonde woman said, there must be an emergency light in this room. Maybe it's some kind of special light. They knocked out the lights, after everything went dark, and the next thing you know, the emergency light came on. It was a blue light. They tried to test it on a test paper, but the result was the same. Nothing appeared on it. The bearded man thinks